Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Lavinia, and in today's video I just wanted to share with you some items that I bought at Joann's. I don't normally go to Joann's on a frequent basis like I used to Hobby Lobby way back when, before they changed their items. I used to go pretty much every week. Every Friday after work I would go to Hobby Lobby. Michael's, I would go, it just depended where I worked. If I worked, there was certain times where I worked or I had a job that would bring me through where Michael's is. Otherwise, it's about 15 minutes from where I live, but Hobby Lobby is about 5 minutes, and that includes 4 minutes from my house going downhill to the main road. So very, very close. And Joann's is probably about a half hour, if maybe 35 minutes from where I live. It's on the other side of the city, which is next to our town. But I did buy my sewing machine from Joann's, and just recently, in the past year or so, I bought a small die cut machine before getting my spellbinders. And I've been buying from them when I go and have business, or so to speak, in that part of town, part of the city. Some stamps and paper pads and things like that that Hobby Lobby no longer seems to carry, and Michael's doesn't either. They have our Michael's anyway has a very small selection of stamps and die sets, and I bought quite a few there, but they don't have anything else. So our Joann's had a 20 to 40% off sale. I have to say that compared to Hobby Lobby, they're quite expensive. Joann's is. And compared to Michael's a little bit more expensive than our Hobby Lobby, but Joann seems that their prices are even more expensive. So for example, these items that I got, I normally wouldn't have even bothered buying, but Hobby Lobby doesn't carry any more really dies and stamps for what I'm looking for. And Michael's has very few, and like I said, I bought what I liked from what I see. So they had these books, and I love books, and this was 20% off. It's called Funky Florals, a bend the rules approach to making bright, bold, and beautiful flower art with watercolor, acrylics, markers, and more. If it was just watercolor, I probably would not have bought this book, but because I'm dabbling now in acrylics and markers and things like that, I decided to get this book. And it's a nice thick book, and it's a little bit like the style is different than what I normally do, and I want to venture out and be a little bit more abstract, more colorful, try different things. So I decided to go ahead and get this book. So I do like the colors, I do like the projects that seem to be in here, so I'm hoping that inspires me to, to use my art tools, so to speak. Then this book, Drawing for the Soul, Simple Drawing Projects for Beginners to Calm, Soothe, and Restore. Now I saw this book, I want to say about 3 weeks ago. I was downtown, and I saw this book and another book. It was a watercolor book, but they were not 20%, or they weren't on sale. They had some clearance and sales on other books in a different part of the store, but for some reason, this particular book and the other one was not on sale. I ended up finding this book again. I couldn't find the other one, but that's okay. I ended up getting this other floral book. So this one I got for 20% off, and I just like, again, the projects that are in here and the different tools and the Zentangle doodling type of projects. So that's why I was, especially this little owl, I do want to try that. Let's see if I can find it again. I like that little bird. Oh, here. I like that leaf project too. I've done a little bit of this in this type of doodling, and I like that too. It's very calming. Yes, I want to try this owl. So I'll be playing around with that book. And then the other things I got, this one I got to make some cards. I figured I can use the template to make some cards to sell at my craft fair. And let me see if I can fix the camera here. So again, this is not a stencil that I would have found at Michael's or at Hobby Lobby. And I like these little cat poses. I love this little cat face right here. And meow, perfect. All you need is love and a cat, and cool cat. And this saying I have in a little small crate that I keep in our laundry room, and I keep my cat's canned food in there. And I have this charm, which I keep on my glasses holder. Let's see if I can get that to show. And it also says, all you need is love and a cat. So, or two, like I have two cats. Then the other thing I got was this stamp and stencil set. So this one has the butterflies, and I like that. I really like the stencil. That's the main reason why I wanted to get this. This again was kind of expensive, and then 20% off, so it still came out to about $11 or so. But I like the different butterflies, and I thought I would go ahead and get that. Because again, it's not something that, even if I were to go online, I wouldn't even know like where to start. Sometimes I watch, you know, YouTubers, and they have all these beautiful dies and stamp sets, but they probably know where to go, what to look for. I'm kind of new, a beginner in the paper crafting. Then I've also got this one. It's a Christmas stamp and template set, and I liked, again, this background for the stencil, and then the stamps, the candy cane, the wreath, and the stocking, and the sayings. And so these two are just some items that I can use for my my craft fair and my cards. And then the last thing I got was this from Park Lane. It's a tag stack, and I just love seeing videos of folks that are making journal cards and whatnot with the tags, like those die cut apart tags, and I never seem to find them. So I did get this, and when it was at Joann's a few weeks ago, they had their loose paper, I think 10 for $3, so I ended up getting 10 of those. But let me see if I can adjust my camera here. So I was watching one YouTuber, and she had actually two YouTubers had the same paper. And I asked in a comment to one of the YouTubers, and she said it was a Park Lane, and even though it was new, probably could not order it online because of Joann's, you know, going out of business. But these are two of each set of tags. So can definitely use these as part of cards to make. Love this. Then here's one for the home. Love these empty little journaling card spots. So I'm happy with this. I think this, it was either 20 or 40% off, but I just like that it can get a lot of use out of this set. So I'll just quickly flip through. Here's a nice little pastel with unicorns. Here's some with the bees. All different colors. I love this type of color palette. Very pretty. So again, I'm looking forward to using this. This is definitely me. A book in my hand and a cat by my side. Another nice little calming color palette. So just a variety of different, look how pretty she is. Just a variety of different motifs and designs. This is beautiful also, the vintage. I saw some foxes in here, and my next prompt that I still have to get to is foxes, so I may use some of these in that in my art journal page. But that's it for that one. So again, not a really big haul, so to speak, quite tiny in fact, but I don't know that I would go back to Joann's between now and when they actually close. I'm not sure when they're going to close our store. I mean, there were still people shopping there, and there were still plenty of items. Some things that were like 97 cents or in clearance were gone, but I don't know if they still have products coming in. So I don't know if I'll go back. It won't be, I mean, if I have something to do down in that area, then I'll go and pass by, but it's just something that's rare. So, but it is sad naturally that it's closing. I still miss our Barnes and Nobles most of all. I used to love going there. So I miss that. I'll miss that more than any other of the stores that have already closed out here. But that's it for this this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.